with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And now Utah, fast break. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris into the lane. That one good for 2.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Morris against O'Neal. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And George with the block.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George. Just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Mitchell, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Passes to O'Neal. Shoots the 3, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
And he nails the 3rd. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The Clippers again turning it over. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here is O'Neal. But they'll get another chance.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverley. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
A finish, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Nice shot by Gobert.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Clarkson. The Clippers getting the bucket. And Rondo sends it back.
An average shot blocker. The key for Rondo is to know when to leap up for those rejections. That time using length.
Jackson, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And a switcher also for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for O'Neal. Now, here's Mitchell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Jackson. Ibaka. Gobert with the block. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Jrue Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard. So trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The free throw drops for Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
The pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Let's see who's the loudest.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. Mitchell kicks to Ingles, and the shot goes down.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Favors. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Favors got 7 points in the game.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Leonard draws the double. Ibaka, the pass to Rondo. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Rondo, no good. Utah leading by 5. Here's Ingles. And again, it's Utah.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Clippers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Batum, and he makes good on the layup. Batum's got his 2nd basket of the night.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Clarkson's running, and that one drops for him. 8 points for him.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
A 3 from Leonard, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Utah ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A terrific tempo, and you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Favors. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Jackson. Clippers trail by 8. And George kicks to Ibaka. Releases. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Ibaka's got his first points of the night.
And for a big guy who came into the league fairly raw, Ibaka's jump shot now looks second nature.
Basket counts.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Ingles has gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. George from deep three-point land can't connect from long distance.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by Ingles.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Beverly the pass to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard the bounce pass. Morris finds George. Drops in the tray. George has got 5.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Here's Conley. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Serge Ibaka. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Hit his leg. Kick. And it's being called a kickball. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Conley against Beverly. Bogdanovich wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. And Beverly kicks to George. And it's good. 2 points. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Joe Ingles. Leonard, no luck. Jazz leading by 10. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And the reliability of Bogdanovich. His teammates know bogey is good for that shot. So he gets the feed and sinks it.
Cousins dishes to George. Back to Cousins. Out to the right wing. Beverly, the pass to Morris. Stolen by Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 16-7 run. Mitchell kicks to Conley. He feeds it to Clarkson. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And Morris throws it down.
Now, Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
1:46 left in the first half of the game. Clarkson against Morris. And here's Clarkson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
That's where Patrick Beverley's defensive tenacity helps you out. Active hands, and he knocks the ball away.
The drive by Mitchell. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
The Clippers again turning it over. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Leonard. Jackson, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside for Rondo. Off target with his 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Conley gets the bucket.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo against Conley. Rondo scanning the floor. Jackson from long range. Rondo dishes to Jackson. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
And so it's the Utah Jazz out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they just about ran their offense.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zubac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Mitchell passes to Conley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
The first one falls. And Conley drops them both. Clippers trail by 17. Now here's Kennard. It's George on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 10 points.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely. Great release. And big-time shot there.
Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 12.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he gets it to go.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Kennard against Conley. Batum, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a leap tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the Clippers call Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Luke Kennard. Out left to the wing. Here's Rondo. And it's off from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Leonard. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Jazz leading by 17. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Utah with the rebound.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Mitchell against Rondo. Pass to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From deep, George hits it from three-point range. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And it's sent back by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Rajon Rondo. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A
dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Outside for George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 16 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Utah calls timeout. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Batum. And it's Jackson in for Luke Kennard. Down low, here's Favors. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Outside Leonard, pass to Patterson. Right side George. Lets it go with a 3. They get it back. And Ibaka slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. Free throw good. Clarkson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 16. Leonard dishes to Patterson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And here is Los Angeles now. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. To the wing right side. Here's Patterson. Off target from outside. Utah leading by 16. Here's the 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Leonard gets it to go.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here is Ibaka. He has 6. Jackson deciding where to go with it. George hacks a 2-pointer, and it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, which ways tonight has Paul George not made an impact in this game? A one-man wrecking crew.
And so it's the Utah Jazz enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the...
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 4. Back to Conley. He kicks it to Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 8th assist in the game. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Bounce pass, Conley. And Gobert throws it down.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Beverly looking around. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Utah. O'Neal's checked in. And the Jazz call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
And it's Beverly missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Clarkson makes it off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 16.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for something.
A different look for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for George. And it's Luke Kennard in for Rajon Rondo.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Clarkson. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Clippers trail by 19. Kennard for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Conley feeling it out. The pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. 6 to shoot. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Empty that time from Leonard. A 3 from Morris. Rebound collected by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And that one's good. Leonard.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the Jazz call time here. And now we present.
Tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Over to the left wing. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feed. Favors got 21.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Beverly for 3. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Derek Favors.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Jazz leading by 22. Conley with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Favors. To the middle. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist from Favors.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Ibaka, no luck. Now Conley. Pass to Favors. Good on the bucket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
To the paint. Here's Favors.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Ibaka looking for an opening. To end the cold streak. Can't connect. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do